Hi, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erica. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I would love to have you subscribe, like, comment, and if you're returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. So in today's video, I am going to be collabing for the first time with Beauty and More with Renee. Yes. Now, I have been watching Renee's channel for quite some time. I'm a huge fan of hers. She is beautiful. She's talented. She's creative, and she does a ton of different things on her channel. She does unboxings, hauls, get ready with me's, Mask Mondays. She does vlogs. Everything she does is amazing. And of course, I'm going to have her channel and her video linked in my description box. And if you guys have not found Renee's channel yet, you haven't subscribed, I highly recommend that you go to her channel and subscribe. You're going to love her. She's just really soothing to me. She's very relaxing. I just really enjoy watching her videos, like when I'm getting ready to go to work or if I'm making dinner. I love to have her that I can watch and just hear her. She just really, I don't know, kind of settles me, and I love that about her. So we got a hold of each other a little while ago on Instagram, and we talked about doing a collab, and she came up with the best idea. She said, I'm going to go grab a few palettes out of my collection. I'm going to take a picture of them. I'm going to send you the picture, and I want you to pick what palette you want me to use and the shades that you want me to use out of that palette. And I'm like, Renee, that is a perfect idea. So I did the same thing. I went and grabbed a few of my palettes, took a picture, sent them to her, and she chose for me to use the Nomad Cosmetics Whistler Snow Lodge palette. Now, I got this palette shortly after it released, and it's been sitting on my shelf this entire time. I have not used this palette before, which is ridiculous because I love Nomad Cosmetics. I have several of their palettes. I love all of them. Their formula, their quality, the shimmers, the mattes, the packaging, everything. I love this brand. So the shades that she chose for me to use today in my look are this shade here. This is called Whistler. She chose this one called Snowmad, this one called Black Comb, this one called Snow Bunny, and this one called For Fox's Sake. I love it. And I think this is a beautiful winter color story. I think it's appropriate for fall too. But I just think this is a really cool, neat, interesting, kind of cool tone color story. We got a little bit of warm shades in here too, but really fun mix of shades. And I cannot wait to finally use this today. Like I said, it's been sitting on my shelf for months. It's ridiculous. And I chose the Hocus Pocus palette from ColourPop, the Sister or Gather Round Sisters palette for Renee to use. I chose some of the more grungier shades in that palette. So I'm really excited to watch her video and see what she does with the shades that I chose for her. So if you guys are interested to see my look come together using the Nomad Cosmetics Whistler Snow Lodge palette, using the shades that Renee chose for me to use, then please sit back, relax, and let's get started. All right, let's get started with this look for my collab with Renee using the Nomad Cosmetics Whistler Snow Lodge palette. And I was so happy that Renee chose this palette out of the palettes that I sent her the picture of and picked the shades out of here. I was like, thank you, because, like I said, it's been sitting on my shelf for months. This is ridiculous. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with this shade right here called Snow Bunny, and I'm going to put that in my transition area. And I just wanted to talk to you guys about Renee. One of my favorite things that she does on her channel are her Mask Mondays. They're so fun. And she did one, let me think, maybe a month ago that was talking about the history of makeup or just different makeup techniques throughout the world, throughout history. It was so cool. It was just really interesting to learn that kind of stuff, just these really kind of bizarre facts about makeup. Things I had never heard before. It was really neat. And then she also did mine and Steph's tag, the Where Are We Now tag. And it was really cool because she was driving, I think, was she going to pick up her son? Is that right? I can't remember now, but it was really cool because she showed the scenery of, the drive. And she just really puts me at ease when I watch her videos. If I'm having a stressful time, I love to watch Renee's content because she's really down to earth. And she's really soothing to me, her voice and just how she talks. And she's really mellow and just amazing. And she's so beautiful. And she has the most perfect hair that I love, that just beautiful curly hair. I just wish I had curly hair. We always want what we don't have. Well, not all of us, but some of us. I'm one of those people that always wants what I don't have. You know what I mean? I grew up wanting brown eyes so bad because I have blue eyes, bluish green eyes. I've always wanted curly hair. Long curly hair, just that twirly, beautiful hair. Renee and Andy both have just the most gorgeous hair. Oh my gosh. I keep trying to figure out a way to get Andy to give me her hair, and she's not having it. So maybe Renee would be willing to give me her hair. This is a beautiful kind of dusty blue matte. On my skin tone though, I do kind of need to layer it so it shows up a little bit more, but you know, I'm fine with that. I think I'm pretty much done with that for now. I might have to go back a little bit, but let's go on to the next shade. And I'm going to use this shade here called Nomad. I'm going to put that in my outer V. And I did pick some really kind of grungy shades for Renee to use out of the ColourPop Hocus Pocus Gather Round Sisters palette. And I really could slap myself for not getting that palette. I don't think that's available anymore. Pretty sure it's not. Because it's just got that beautiful grungy color story that I love. I don't know, man. I can't explain to you why I don't get certain palettes that I know I would love. It doesn't make any sense to me. Ooh, that's really pretty. I love that. And I am getting a little bit of fallout kind of down here, but that is very easy to clean up because I don't have any of my other makeup on yet, my face makeup on. Just goes together beautifully. I love it. I am going to go back a little bit with that Snow Bunny shade and just kind of blend the edge of that out a little bit. Now let's go into some shimmers out of this bad boy. I'm going to go into this shade here called Black Comb. These shimmers in here, this gold, this kind of, I don't know, creamish color, green, of course. I'm so glad that Renee chose that shade. This shade here and that, all these shimmer, and this too, this is so pretty. You know what? I might have to cheat, Renee. I might have to put this in my inner corner. That's called Powder Specialist. It's got that kind of, you know, cool pinkish flip to it. I don't know. I might get in trouble, but I might have to just go ahead and cheat. I'm going to spray this a little bit. And we'll see how this looks on the lid because in the pan, it's, I mean, look at that. That is amazing. Man, Nomad is just the bomb when it comes to shimmer shades. I mean, they're the bomb with mattes too, but holy cow, that is gorgeous. Very deep blue with some really nice deep purple reflex in there. Hello. Hello. I love it. And I think it's fun too when each person uses different palettes because then obviously, of course, you're guaranteed to see different looks. That's really cool. Renee came up with a really cool idea. Okay, I am just going to flip the brush over to the other side and I'm going to go into Whistler, this beautiful green shimmer. Oh, yeah. Yeah, when Renee sent me back the picture after she'd selected my shades, I was like, Renee, I could kiss you. You did an amazing job. I'm going to put this towards the front here. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow, yeah. That's kind of like a light sage green. Maybe a little bit of blue in that too. That is gorgeous. Wow. And I kind of want to see if I can get this a little bit diagonally on the lid. I kind of struggle with that sometimes. I have really, really shaky hands. I have had shaky hands for, I don't know, pretty much my whole life, I guess, I think back. So sometimes applying shades, I don't know, I just struggle with it a little bit. I have to like really kind of pay very close attention to what I'm doing here. And sometimes eyeliner is just a nightmare for me to apply because my hand's like, and I have to like almost hold on to my hand with my other hand. Oh boy. Beautiful. Okay, I do though want to deepen that up just a little bit. Just add a little bit more of the Nomad shade back on the outer V here, just to kind of make sure that that shimmer shade doesn't look too bizarre there. Okay, so I did clean up my lower lash line a little bit. I put some concealer on down here, and now I'm going to do my lower lash line. And I will start off with my waterline, of course, and I'm going to use the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner. Oh, yes, I am, in the shade Prance. I mean, when don't I use a ColourPop Cream Gel Liner? I mean, I have used a couple other things lately, but not very often. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop this down here. I just, you know, thought the blue would be nice. I was going to use the Icebreaker shade that's more green, but because I'm going to put that reddish shade on the lower lash line, I don't know, I just thought that might look kind of funky. Okay, let's start off with this shade here called Nomad, of course. I'm going to put this towards the outer part of the lower lash line here. And I'm so happy because fall is finally coming to Oregon. Yes! It's actually been pretty cool here the last few days. I mean, you know, the sun's been out, but it hasn't been super hot. The thing that's been really tough is that we have a lot of forest fires around us, you know, not like in the city that I live in, but like in some outskirt town type things. And they're pretty bad. And yesterday we had the smokiest air. I mean, it was just awful. My coworker and I, we walked into our building yesterday and it literally smelled like campfire. And it was weird because I didn't notice it as I was walking to work. Like, I don't know, it just didn't really seem to be noticeable. But then once we got into the building and I kind of like looked out the window, I mean, the smoke was just pouring in. There's a little town called Oak Ridge that's just outside of where I live, about maybe 25, 30 minutes away, and they're having a forest fire. I think they've gotten it calmed down, but man, not good. Now I'm going to go to the shade here called For Fox's Sake. It's so cute. I love that. And I love the imprints that they have, or embossments that they have on this palette too. I love that about Nomad Cosmetics. It's amazing. I'm going to put this towards the front part of the lid here. Just kind of put a little pop of this right here. This might look kind of weird, but I'm going to go with it. They did have to evacuate the town of Oak Ridge. It was like level 3, like everybody grab your stuff and get out. But they were able to get everybody back to their homes safely. I don't think that any houses have been lost. If they have, I haven't heard that, but I've been kind of trying to keep an eye on what's going on there, and I haven't heard that yet. So just really scary. This happens here every summer. We'll have pretty horrendous forest fires. And then a lot of times in Northern California, there will be forest fires there, and the smoke kind of travels up here, which, you know, isn't fun. But I mean, we're not dealing with our backyard being on fire, which I can't even imagine how scary that would be. So my heart really goes out to all the people that are being affected by this right now. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cheat, Renee. I'm sorry. But as I was looking through this palette, I saw this shade right here, and it's called Powder Specialist, and it is absolutely amazing. It's that white to pink, maybe even purpley blue flip too. And I just have to use it. So let me grab my little inner corner brush here. I know, I'm cheating. I know I am. Renee's probably like, I'm never collabing with you again. I hope not. Renee, I'm sorry, but I just have to use the shade. That's my only excuse. I just have to use it. It's beautiful. And I love these kind of shades. Okay, so let me put this in my inner corner here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You guys, it's just so pretty. It's so pretty. Okay, so I'm pretty much done with my eye look, you guys. I love how this turned out. I really do. So what I'm going to do, of course, is go off camera, do my other eye, apply the rest of my face makeup, and I'll be right back. I am back. This is the finished look, and I love how this look turned out, and I love the shades that Renee chose for me out of the Nomad Cosmetics Whistler Snow Lodge palette. And I will show you the palette again, but before I do, of course, I wanted to show you guys a few things I used in my finished look today. On my upper lid, I lined it with, you guessed it, the Ciate London Fierce Flicks liquid liner in the shade black. I know. But you guys, hear me out for a second. This is such an amazing liner, and it works really well over the top of Nomad shimmers, kind of that thick, buttery consistency. It just adheres really well. It lasts all day long, doesn't flake, doesn't do anything weird. And I'm going to use this until it is all the way gone. If I have to push it out to the very end, whatever, I'm going to use this until it's totally gone. I might even melt the plastic down and use that as a liner. For my mascara, I use the Banger Mascara from Makeup Mecca. This was sent to me from my beautiful friend Linda from Instagram, all the way from Sweden. And between this and the Gosh Cosmetics Catchy Eyes Mascara that Pia sent me, I've been using the crap out of both of these mascaras. I just love them. They're such a really nice formula. Well, I'll talk about this one in particular right now. The wand, the formula, everything, I just love it. So great. I'm so happy that Linda sent that to me. And then for my lips, oops, I almost picked up the palette. For my lips, I use the Super Stay Vinyl Ink from Maybelline, New York. I got this for my collab with Dion, and this is in the shade 30 Unrivaled, and I really like the shade. The formula feels kind of funky right now. I don't know, I put this on, it feels kind of sticky. It did not feel that way when I used it the last time. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I love this. I really do. I'm just a little concerned that it's kind of sticky feeling, but the shade's really nice. And normally I really like the formula, although I've only used it one other time. Anyway, I just thought this would be a nice shade for the eye look today. Okay, enough. Let's talk about the palette. This is the Nomad Cosmetics Whistler Snow Lodge palette that I used. Renee chose this for me. She chose the shades for me. The shades that I used today are this one here, Snow Bunny. I use that on my transition area, or in my transition area, and also on my lower lash line. I use this shade here called Snowmad in my outer V and also on the lower lash line. I use this shade here called For Fox's Sake. I love that. On the inner part of my lower lash line, I use this shade here. I cheated. I use this one. This is called Powder Specialist. I use that in my inner corner. I was going to pop that under my brow, but I just didn't do that. And then I used a combination of Whistler and Black Comb on the lid. And I, again, am super impressed with another Nomad palette. I mean, the shimmers are so beautiful. This one right here was super flippy. I love that. Both of these are just beautiful, thick, buttery, adhere well, apply well. They last really well, at least I hope anyway. I mean, all my other palettes do, so I'm sure these will as well. The mattes blended out beautifully. I mean, I don't know why I wait so long to use some of my palettes. It's just weird. I think I just have other things planned, and then I don't know, it just kind of falls out of my brain. But Renee, I really want to thank you for choosing this palette, choosing the shades that you chose. They're gorgeous. Let me know if you guys have this palette, what you think of it, what you thought of the shades I used, how I created my look. You know, let me know. Let's talk about it in the comment section. And like I said, I will have Renee's channel and her video linked in my description box. Please, if you guys haven't done this yet, go to her channel and subscribe and watch her. You will love her. She has got such amazing content on her channel. She's beautiful, she's talented, she's creative, she has all kinds of different things on her channel too. And she really is a soothing presence in my life. I just love to watch her videos and feel this just kind of sense of calm just kind of wash over me. And I've had quite a bit of stressful things going on in my life lately, and Renee's videos have really kind of helped just chill me out. And Renee, I really appreciate that. And I really hope that you and I can collab together again sometime in the future. This was so fun. And I cannot wait to see what Renee did with the shadows I chose for her out of the ColourPop Hocus Pocus palette. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait to watch her video. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your busy day or evening to sit down and watch my video. It always means the world to me. If you have subscribed or you would like to subscribe, do not forget to hit the notification bell. That way you're aware of all of my future uploads. I cannot wait to see you guys again in my next video. But in the meantime, please take care of yourself, be well, safe, happy, and I hope to see you very soon. Thanks again, you guys. Take care. Bye.
Drop it.